Hey, Diz, you want to play? I said Diz or Drizzy. Yeah. No, no, you good. I heard you said you wanted your rematch. Hey, hey, Drizzy, you want to play or not? You want to run it? Yeah, don't do too much. Send them back and forth. If y'all using cash, yeah. All right. Yeah, I heard you said you was in one. Yeah, yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I'm in this Madden group looking for a game before I gotta head back to work. Guess I'll play a ranked game. I've been seeing this nigga wipe these niggas' nose. Hey, Lambo, you ain't gotta do all that. Hey, Diz, you want to jump out and go play him since he? Nah, he was calling you for a minute.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Them his guys.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers.
What happened to the connection? It went out? Yeah, I can hear you. I did, didn't I? Oh, no. Whoa, it won't. What the fuck is this, man? All right, I'm finna send it to you, bro. Like, this thing doing the most. Nah, he was playing the dude you talking about, and then I guess he beat the brakes off of him, and then he said that was his last game. I don't know. That nigga sit here and the whole time, only thing I know is he kept saying you a burner.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I know, because that's what Rice was saying.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Yeah, I see it. That ain't even enough numbers. Like you got the bread, but you trying to say.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We're scoreless after 1. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got room. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll go again to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. They knew that was.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
And you know that's crazy because you know how we talk about real football so much, like we complain about it so much, man, being real life. In real life, that's what they're going to do because in real life, they're going to kick it on 4th down. They're going to
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
A lot of people don't play me.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 38, Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
Look at this.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The kick by Crosby is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught. Bateman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, 46 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
I would have scored a takedown if I wouldn't have did that. Constantly.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
To throw is Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He finds Watson complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Hauled in on the out route by Melton. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
You can't give me the ball. I don't know, because even if I score,
so it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. first throw in overtime now for Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one.
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You got him until you can't score.
Second and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.